The company that we chose to do a situational analysis on is Treetop Coffee, a local coffee shop in Knoxville in Sequoia Hills. So there are many external factors to consider that affect the brand Treetop Coffee. Economically, the rising cost of coffee and milk and other supplies means that the company has to be mindful of the prices that they use, and the customers have to be more mindful of their spending. Technology is transforming the coffee industry with the mobile orders and social media marketing, which is something that Treetop has been lacking on a little bit. On the social front, there are many new trends that have come up in the past 10 years, like plant-based milk and low sugar coffees. And also now coffee shops are seen more as a place to work and socialize rather than just to pick up a coffee and leave. So our company needs to have that inviting atmosphere. And environmentally, there's been a lot of sustainability practices in coffee shops, like using no plastic straws and eco-friendly packaging. So if Treetop Coffee is able to stay ahead of these trends and keep these things in mind, they'll be one step ahead of their competition.
I had done the competitor analysis portion. So because of their location, their main competitor would be Plaid Apron, which is literally set up right next door. In terms of their price and quality, they're being beat out by companies like Starbucks, Dunkin', and K-Brew because they offer a wider variety of higher quality products. Uh, in terms of their social presence, Treetop doesn't really have much short form content on their socials, and this leaves a big part of that marketing segment completely open to their competitors.
So, for consumer insights, I'll be talking about trends in customer behavior and expectations. With Treetop Coffee, most of their customers go there for the atmosphere, and many go there to do work and socialize. It's located in Sequoia Hills, so we found that many of their customers either live in that area or spend time in the park itself.
Industry forces for Treetop. So starting off with their partnerships, Treetop partners with the majority of local nonprofits. However, it is different each month. And the barista yesterday mentioned that one of the organizations in which they donate to is Knoxville Area Foster Care and Adoption Ministries. But again, it's different each month. Treetop Coffee, as far as suppliers go, does not roast their own coffee beans, but they do outsource for roasting. They rotate their roasters, and right now it's a roaster from Australia called Primary. They do not stick to one roaster, and the barista served me said that it's different, will be different next week. So the majority of the coffee, though, that they have is from Onyx Coffee Lab, which is located in Arizona. And individual producers are from, for their espresso, are from Ethiopia, and Colombia.
Okay, so I touched on the resources and capabilities that distinguish from their competitors. And one big thing is the location in Sequoia Hills. They described it as a historic and beautiful neighborhood. And a lot of people go there to like hang out, walk around. So that's just a really good and pretty location. And then every month they partner with a different organization and they could donate sales, but then they also could donate things like books and gifts, just like depending on what they need. And then also their catering offerings, they have a lot of different options. So you could rent a coffee cart, or you could rent out the space, or you could pick up like a box of coffee or like mason jars full of coffee to like bring to your event. So they just have a lot of different options.
I talked about the value proposition. So they differentiate themselves through their community service, through like donating and stuff and everything they do each month. They also have an event van that brings coffee to special events, which other competitors don't typically offer. And then they designed their brick and mortar space to be like bright and allow people to meet up and create and work on whatever they need to work on with groups and things. Um, so they're not just focused on having like good coffee, but having a community hub for people to uh, meet up at.
So I did the current performance. Treetop has been open since 2021, and they've been donating 10% of their monthly sales to charities. There isn't much online for exactly how much money they make, but if that's what they're doing, they've been doing it for multiple years, and they must be doing okay financially. And then for their online presence, their website could use a little bit of work. It would be nice if it had a menu on there so people who looked it up could see it. Otherwise, their colors and whatnot kind of match their brand. And then they're on social media. They should try to expand more into doing short form content, like such as Reels and following trends and whatnot. And then geographically, based off their location, they do get some foot traffic coming in from the bookstore next door and for being in that location, but they could make the storefront a bit more noticeable and clear.